Warning: this video contains multiple uses of swearing. Do not view if you are under 12. Thanks for listening. It was an ordinary morning on the North Western Railway. Percy had just wrapped up a long night delivering the mail and was pulling out to make his final stop of the morning. The two engines were interrupted by the sound of an engine slowly approaching, followed by a loud whistle. James soon arrived to Vickerstown. Apparently, Sir Topham Hatt had ordered James to pull a special train from Vickerstown and across the mainland. Apparently, the Fat Controller had ordered James to pull a special train from Vickerstown and across the mainland. But when James arrived, it was nowhere to be found. Soon, the Flying Scotsman came to pick up his coaches. James puffed crossly away. Back at Knapford, however, some of the engines had been ordered to report to Knapford until further notice. As the engines went on and on, James soon backed up into the platform. Out of the blue, an engine came right behind James. But to the engine's surprise, the engine went above James. A new engine, much like Thomas, had arrived at the island not so long ago. Sir Topham Hatt had trailed the engine for a couple of days to come and work on Sodor, due to the overwork the engines were dealing with. The Fat Controller had trailed the engine for a couple of days to come and work on Sodor, due to the overwork the engines were dealing with. The engine was ordered to meet Sir Topham Hatt at Elsbridge. The engine was ordered to meet the Fat Controller at Elsbridge. At Knapford Yard, Thomas and Percy were shunting freight cars when Shidmus arrived. At Knapford Yard, Thomas and Percy were shunting trucks when Shidmus arrived. At Knapford Station, however, Sir Topham Hatt had gotten news that the train heading from Vickerstown to the mainland was never picked up. At Knapford Station, however, the Fat Controller had gotten news that the train heading from Vickerstown to the mainland was never picked up. Shidmus schooled his head. Shidmus schooled his head once more. He was delighted. Shidmus nodded and started his engine. Shidmus whistled. Thomas and Percy watched as he steamed away. But then there was trouble.